Welcome back. The RNC is considering restricting NBC's access at its national convention this summer after the company decided to drop former chair Ronna McDaniel as an analyst less than a week after she was hired.
Yeah, so an RNC spokesperson says we are taking a hard look at what this means for NBC's participation at the convention. Our priority is making sure this is a world-class event that allows President Trump to feature his message and vision in a fair way. Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee joins us now. Governor, good morning to you. I could see where this would be the RNC's initial reaction, but if you are Donald Trump, you're going to want as many people watching the convention as possible. So what do you think the RNC should ultimately do here?
Well, you do want as many people watching as possible, but the NBC viewers, they're not watching because they care, and all NBC's going to do is trash everything there. Inviting NBC to the Republican convention is sort of like inviting a pack of wolves to guard your steakhouse supply. I mean, these are not people that are friendly. They've basically said they're anchors. This was ridiculous, their reactions to Ronna McDaniel, and essentially it was this: we don't want your business. Go away. Half the country plus. We are not interested in anything you think, say, do. We simply don't acknowledge your existence. So it's really an incredible move on the part of a so-called news network where journalism is not a practice, it's a joke.
Governor, something the NBC probably doesn't like as well. President Biden is reportedly scaling back on his national media interviews, and they say they're going to do this so they can focus on local and influencers. Sounds to me like just trying to make sure they can control the narrative a little more.
Yeah, it's funny when they're talking about they're going to scale back. When did they ever scale up? I mean, come on. Let's face it. Joe Biden has done fewer interviews last year than Elvis has. I mean, this is just an amazing situation where Joe has been kept away from the press because they're scared to death that every time he opens his mouth, he says something ridiculous. Even when he is at the podium and is reading from a teleprompter, he goes off script and he talks about how he rode on those trains across the Francis Scott Key Bridge. He forgot to realize there is no train track on that bridge. How did he do it? He's an amazing man. So, yeah, they want to scale it back all right on the national level. They want to put him on some venue where nobody is listening, watching, or reading. And that way, maybe they can protect their candidate from continually bumbling down both the physical stairs and the political stairs of his career.
Yeah, Governor, this is a strategy that could also be pretty risky because the national media clearly has the Biden administration's back. But when you go to swing states and you talk to local reporters, they're going to ask you really hard questions. And White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, she just got in a run-in with a local radio reporter in North Carolina. She ended up hanging up the phone on him. Listen to this.
When I told a number of people that I was talking to you today, it was interesting, though. They all said, would you please just ask her, does the president have dementia?
That is an incredibly offensive question to ask.
So from a tactical standpoint, running a campaign, if you don't do the national news interviews, that could potentially be easier, and you focus on the local reports that could really, you're talking to swing states, people that may not politically align with you, could this backfire?
Yeah, I think it could. And quite frankly, in my own political experience in running 2 presidential campaigns, I found that the local reporters often asked the more penetrating, the more thoughtful questions than did the national pack of reporters that traveled around covering presidential candidates, and that's all they did. And they always ask horse race questions. The latest poll said this. What do you think? Or other candidates have said this. What do you want to do to react? You talk to a local reporter, and they wanted to know, what are you going to do about agricultural issues in the farmland? How are you going to help people who can't afford groceries or gasoline? It was very, very thoughtful questions, much more meaningful. So may not be the smartest move on the part of the Biden administration, but perhaps the best thing, I'd send him to the beach and keep him there until November.
Governor, today is Good Friday. Obviously, Sunday is Easter. Away from all these headlines, what's your message for our viewers on this holiday?
The greatest sermon I ever heard about Easter was from a wonderful black pastor, S.M. Lockridge, who lived in California, and he had a message called, "It's Friday. but Sunday's coming. And it's just a powerful reminder that no matter how bleak things may look on Friday, when the Savior is on the cross, Sunday's coming and the resurrection. And that's the message of Easter that we all ought to absolutely hold dear to our hearts.
Yeah, it certainly is. I was looking forward to your Easter message because you have such a great way with words and you always put things into perspective. So we thank you so much for joining us ahead of your Easter celebration with your wonderful family as well. Governor Mike Huckabee, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.